what you need to say. Say what you need to say. It's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say. Yeah.
Hello guys, it's another Wednesday, another walk and talk. Glad you could join me today. Got a lot of questions for this one, and honestly, I'm like 100% sure I'm not going to be able to answer all of them. I'm going to do my best to try and keep things fair from here going forward. If this ever happens again, I have too many questions. You have a chance though to help figure this out with me. I'm going to post a question at the end of this video, so stick around so that you can actually make a positive improvement on how I can help keep the questions coming but make it fair for everybody, especially all of my new subscribers who want to ask some questions, okay? So stick around. And let's go ahead and start with the first question. Okay, first question comes from Rainmaker199, and she asked, what are some good editing tips that she could do to make her vlogs look as good as mine? Well, honestly, I don't think my vlogs are the best out there. I mean, they're not even HD. But as far as editing goes, it really depends on the editing software you have. If you want some advice on a very specific effect, I mean, just send me a private message and I'll tell you, I'll give you some tips on how to get it done. But I highly recommend that you just take some time, open up your editing software, whether it's as basic as Windows Movie Maker or as advanced as Final Cut Pro or Sony Vegas Pro. My best advice on editing is just to mess around with it. Of course, you already know how to cut your video and add titles and stuff, but try to look more. I mean, even as simple as transitions can do a lot for you. Go through all of these settings and stuff and see what you can come up with. I think that's good enough. So moving on, we got the next question when there's a lot of them. Okay, so the next question comes from first time question asker. His name is Alright Jess. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. And he asked very simply, if I could be any animal, what animal would I be and why? My answer is between two beautiful creatures. I would either be an eagle or I would be a gray wolf. And before any of you Twilight geeks get on me thinking, oh, wolf, blah, 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 werewolf stuff, no, I've been in love with wolves since before I could remember, so don't even get me started. I'd have to say the wolf or the eagle because, I mean, they're both natural predators, but not only are they strong, not only are they capable, they're just really graceful, especially the eagle. I mean, I'd want to do that. I'd love to fly and just have no worries. Well, maybe about getting shot, but let's move on. Next question. Okay, next question comes from Artina1. She's another first-time question asker. She wanted to know what was my best memory with Mama, or that's what she calls Tiffany, and my best memory with vlogging. Well, that's an easy one. The best memory with Tiffany was saying I do, because ever since then, they've all been good memories. So why not pick just one? I'll pick from the very first one. And my best memory vlogging, again, I can't pick just one. Ultimately, every time I put out a vlog, I just love it. I love the editing process. I love making something for you guys. I can't pick just one. This whole vlogging experience is a really good memory. And that was pretty quick. Let's go to the next question. Okay, moving on to the next question. Amina Saul actually asked, what was it? Do you think you could ever forgive somebody that betrayed you? I think this is a follow-up of what I talked about in the last walk and talk. I'll just say again that it really depends upon, what kind of betrayal we're talking about. If this person just like told a little white lie or just wasn't honest with you completely, then, maybe you might want to think about how serious that lie or how that matter is. If it's something like slept with your best friend, cheated on you, those types of things, then, I personally wouldn't really forgive. It really depends on the impact this betrayal is. People will make mistakes. Like someone's gonna done goof somewhere along the lines, okay? But it's really a matter of how bad this betrayal is. It's a 50-50 thing, depending on, there's so many factors that determine if it's a forgivable act, if it's a non-forgivable act. It depends on the person, it depends on the type of betrayal, And it really depends on the overall, situation, ultimately. And as we finish that question, we move on. The next question comes from Mr. Lakinable. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but he asked me, would you quit YouTube and vlogging for a large amount of money? Depends on how much money. Because, well, to be honest, I don't plan on doing the whole vlogging thing, for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be doing this while I'm 80, but, who knows, I might. Why I say it depends on the amount of money is, if somebody was just like, here's $10 million to make a movie, yeah, I'll quit YouTubing and vlogging for a little bit to actually give you something of quality and make a full movie for you guys, and I'd be sure to give all of my subscribers a free ticket to it. It'd definitely be a very hard decision, because I really love doing this. I love making videos for you guys and talking to you guys in the comments. This is one of the best experiences I've ever had, so it'd be a hard decision, but it depends. Honestly, it really does. So let's jump to the next question quickly. The next question comes from the Brad Ebby1. Ebby or Evie, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm getting a lot of people's names wrong, I think, today. He asks, when thinking of ideas for the channel, do random ideas just pop up into your head, or do you actually take time and think about them? Honestly, it's 50-50. If I want to do something special for you guys, like a clone video or something, that's when I actually try and put a little effort and planning into making it. But half the time, a random idea will just pop into my head. Some of the best ideas, just happen like that. Like, they just happen randomly. You can't really force, a good idea. Sometimes it just comes to you. So yeah, it's about 50% random, 50% planned. And next question. Okay, so Howard from Our Life in Text had asked, what would you be doing right now if you weren't on YouTube? Honestly, I probably would be wasting my time playing video games, and that would be it. YouTube has given me a lot of inspiration with regards to filming, editing, and getting to know people, doing something with my life, whereas if I wasn't doing anything with regards to video, if I wasn't doing anything with regards to special effects, I'd probably be wasting my time with video games. Not the kind of route I'd really want to take. I'd probably just be a couch potato hermit, just stay in my house, not do anything at all, and I wouldn't want that. I really don't. There's too many things that I want to do. I have too many ideas in my head to just sit still. I just gotta get up and do them. And I guess that kind of ties into one of Kay's questions. She actually asked me 3 questions. I'm only gonna answer one just to save some time. Her last question was, what do you get by making videos for YouTube? I think that was the question. What do I get by making vlogs on YouTube? I do them because it gives me something to do, especially in a field that I really love, which is film, special effects, editing. It boosts my creativity on that topic, and it makes me want to do more, and it broadens my horizons with regards to what I can do. Doing these videos has made me feel more confident and motivated to fulfill, my dreams of being in film and doing video production and sound and special effects, things like that. So that's what I get out of doing all of this. So I think we got one more question. Let's go to it. Okay, next question comes from Lovey Bunny, one of my closest friends. She asked, do I think first impressions stick? And honestly, no, they really don't, because first impressions are important, but as you get to know somebody over time, it kind of dissolves, but it is still important. The first impression tells you generally if you like this person, if you're gonna get along with this person, if this person's someone that you could see yourself being friends with. If you really want to get to know somebody, get to know them, spend time with them. Don't just rely on your first impression, because sometimes you'll be proven wrong, and you might take a first impression and be like, I don't like this person, and later on realize this person was actually really cool. We would have actually been really good friends, and you threw it away because you made an assumption off of a first impression. I don't think they stick. They're important, but I don't think they stick. Okay, and Tar Heel Man 22 actually asked me 3 questions. One was a joke, but I still take it as a question. But the one I'm gonna answer is, what was your favorite PlayStation 3 game, and what's your favorite game of all time? I can't really answer my favorite game of all time because it's really tough to choose, and there's a lot of good games that have yet to come out, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter vs. Tekken. There's a lot of good games that are about to come out. But I think as of right now, if I had to choose my favorite game of all time and my favorite PlayStation 3 game, it would have to be Heavy Rain. It's just how the story and the graphics are so immersive, and the aspect of having a player die and then there's no game over, you just continue with the story without them. I think that's genius. It's a really good aspect in gaming, and Quantic Dream pulled it off really well. I have a lot of respect for David Cage, the guy that created the game and wrote it, directed. Really, really well done. So that's my answer. And I think that's it for questions. So I thank you guys for tuning in for another Walk and Talk this Wednesday. I want everyone to know that I answer all the questions I receive during this Walk and Talk. Not all of them make it to the video because of the 10-minute limit, you know? So if your question isn't in the video, I'm sorry, but like I always say, if you really want to hear the answer, just post it in the comments of the new Walk and Talk. Let me know it's the second time that you posted the question, and I'll put you in top priority on the next video. And here's my question I was talking about earlier in the beginning. I'm wanting to know how to keep things fair when it comes to questions, because I have a lot of people ask me questions, and a lot of people have asked me multiple questions over the last couple videos. I want to keep it fair to the new subscribers and the new people that watch, so I'm going to put a link in the description that goes to my Facebook page. If you haven't liked already, please like it. But on the Facebook page for my channel, I'm going to pose the question of what you think would be fair with regards to picking the questions that I answer on these Walk and Talks. This is your opportunity to make an impact on how the Walk and Talks go with regards to the questions that I select, and keep things fair to you guys. So let your opinion be heard. And as always, guys, comment, rate, subscribe if you haven't. You guys are the best subscribers in the world, and you better keep on vlogging.